Hello everyone, welcome back to this new challenge, Bulldog, a CTF boot-to-root machine full of surprises, great hacking techniques, and it's full of humor as well. Brace yourselves and let's get started. We already get a glimpse on the different things that we have in this machine. So Bulldog Industries recently had its website defaced and owned by the malicious German blah blah blah. Could this mean there are more vulnerabilities to exploit? Let's find out. This is a boot to root, meaning that the machine is booted and it's up to us to get root on that machine without any prior access. Your only goal is to get into the root directory and see the congratulatory message. How do you do it is up to you. The first thing I like to do is to run a port scan. I've done this many times. Check the other videos on the penetration testing playlist. But essentially, we're going to use Nmap, and I'm going to just target the top 100 ports to be fairly quick. CTF07, this is where the machine is hosted on RootMe, a great platform where I learned ethical hacking when I started my journey in this great field. By the way, if you want to follow my footsteps and become also a penetration tester, I have a course that allows you to become just that. Just go to academy.thehackerish.com and there you will find from zero to securing your first penetration testing job. I invite you to get a glimpse of the first module. First of all, you need to acquire the technical skills. This is where intermediate and beginners will find themselves. And from there, you will build your confidence and stand out from the crowd to increase your chances at getting the job interview and distinguish yourself from other candidates. And then you'll learn how to look for a job specifically for penetration testing offers, and then succeed in your interviews and get hired finally. The goal of this course is to allow you to get, sign, and become a penetration tester. With that said, let's go back to our challenge here, and we're going to start off with Nmap. So I'm going to select only the open ports, and I'm going to use the verbose mode. This should be fairly quick because we're just targeting the first most famous 100 ports. So if I hit enter, you can see that it's already finished, and we have 3 ports. The first one is, we have Telnet, and we have HTTP and another HTTP service. I want to know more about those services, so this is the next step. One of the great tools that allow you to tinker with each service is Netcat. So I'm going to use that. The syntax is fairly straightforward. You just specify the host name and then the port, and the -v is for verbose. Oh, it's SSH actually. It's not Telnet. Okay, so it's a little bit misleading here because Nmap just looked up the port number, which is by default mapped to Telnet, but the author of this challenge just went ahead and changed that port of SSH. So I'm going to just rerun Nmap, but this time with service enumeration -s capital V, and this should give us more information about each service. It shouldn't take long. So as you can see, it's scanning now the 3 services to grab the banner for each one. And yes, we get the correct banner this time. So we have OpenSSH for 23 and WSGI server running on Python 2 for each one of those 2 services, 80 and 8080. So while we're poke around each one of those services, I'm going to run a full-fledged TCP scan targeting all the TCP ports. So I do that using -p-, and I'm going to redirect the results to scan file and hit enter. Let it run in the background, and meanwhile, we're going to poke around the web services. So ctf07.rootme.org, and I'm going to go after the first port 80, and we land on a Bulldog website. Thank you for visiting Bulldog Industries website, the world's #1 purveyor of high-quality English Bulldog photography. Unfortunately, suspending business operations until further notice. Why? On the 1st of this month, we were made aware of a breach of our technology system. We're currently assessing the possibility that hackers may have gotten access to customer payment information. Oh, do not be alarmed, as we will be providing simple credit monitoring for all affected customers. Yeah, this is the yada yada of companies when they get breached. They reassure their clients that their data is safe. For more information, please see our public disclosure notice. And we have an image of a bulldog here, a sad bulldog due to the breach. Let's go to the public notice and we can see that it has redirected us to the page/notice. To our valued customers, on the 1st of this month, our technical analysis discovered a breach of our payment card system. This is hilarious. I don't know how these hackers did it. Our technical folks are telling me something about a clamshell and smelly cow. I'm not sure about all of that. These are technical terms, but I guess the top management just didn't understand that, and they put it there without really understanding it. To prove Bulldog's Industries' commitment to our customers, I fired all of our existing technical staff. How hilarious. All of them. We're going to restart from the ground up. No more excuses. Our tech guys will have to make do with what they've got. We even increased their budget to 1%. How generous of you. You get to see the neck beards on the new guys. This is funny. Real tech hipsters. Zuckerberg types. Oh my god. They know their stuff. Security won't be a problem from now on. Okay, so the CEO seems not to understand technical stuff and frankly does not know about these guys. He just saw their beards. Anyways, so we had this notice. What else do we have? Let's go to the source code of the page. I mean the HTML code, just to see what we have here. Container, blah, blah, blah. Nothing really interesting here. The same text that we saw in the HTML page is here. Okay, nothing there. What about the second website? It was hosted on 8080. Oh, we get the same page. Okay. Is this the same instance of the same web page? I'm not sure. Let's go to the public notice. Yeah, it's the same page. Let's see the source. Yeah, it seems that this is like replica of the same website. So for now, I'm going to turn my attention to the port 80, and we can go from time to time to port 8080 to verify if there are any deviations from the main website. So it seems that we don't have any other links here. Let's go to the HTML code here, and we see that we have a path to the JPEG Bulldog image, which is hosted under static. So I wonder if we have any other files under static folder. Nope. All right. Time to do some more enumeration, but in this case, it would be some kind of brute forcing to see if there are any interesting hidden folders. And to do that, I'm going to use wfuzz. Meanwhile, the port scan has finished for all the TCP ports, and it seems that we only have those three. So I'm going to continue with these services, and if I hit a roadblock, then we can go to UDP ports. For now, I'm going to use wfuzz. So wfuzz with a word list that is hosted on my hacking tools seklist project hosted on GitHub. You can go ahead and download it. Just Google seklist GitHub. And I'm going to start with quick hits just to test what are the most famous files and folders. And I'm going to target ctf07.rootme.org. And then I'm going to place the placeholder here, fuzz. This is where the fuzz will go. Let's hit enter. Oh, before it starts, I just want to make sure to exclude codes that return 404, filter out any not found pages. So all of these return 404s, but they are getting filtered out. Okay, we don't have anything interesting here. Let's use more elaborate word lists like the raft small directories. Oh, we straight have admin and dev. Okay, so the admin is redirecting This is based on the response code 302, and the dev, however, returns a page. So while this is running, we can just go ahead and target the dev folder. Oh, we land on under development. If you're reading this, you're likely a contractor working for Bulldog Industries. Congratulations on your new boss, team lead Alan Brook. The CEO has literally fired the entire dev team and staff. So an advanced persistent threat, this is what we call an APT. This is what we refer to as advanced persistent threats, exploited a vulnerability in the web server, which gave them a low privileged shell. From there, they exploited a dirty cow to get root. By the way, we've used this exact exploit in a previous challenge, so make sure to check that out on the penetration testing playlist to get root. After that, this entire system was taken over and they defaced the website. Well, generally, APTs do not deface websites. They go straight after their goal, which is generally financial. The storyline here is a bit not realistic. We're still transitioning from the old system to the new one. In the meantime, we're using files which may be corrupted from blah, 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 already preventing the... So, oh, they are using a web shell here. Be aware that we will be implementing a revolutionary antivirus system that is being custom made for us by vendor. Big no-no. Just use the well-known AVs, able to run every minute to detect intrusions and hacking. Oh, so this might hint that there is a cron on the server. Once that up and running, we will install it on this system. Okay, so we have a web shell here, but we also have the team emails. Okay, sounds like we need to do some phishing. I'm not sure. Let's go to this web shell. It's under /dev/shell. It says here, please authenticate with the server to use the web shell. Let's go to the source page. Nothing interesting here. What about the other page? The under development page. Control U. Oh, what is these comments? Need these password hashes for testing. Django's default is too complex. We'll remove these in prod. It's not like a hacker can do anything with a hash. Okay, well, seems like a challenge to me. So we're going to grab those hashes. So for every user here, we have a hash. So what I can do is just grab the entire text and extract those hashes. Meanwhile, the wfuzz brute force is finished and we don't have anything new. So we have the notice, which we already read. Okay, let's put that in a file. Let's call it hashes. And let's paste in those. What's the length of these alphanumerical hash? Just going to use Python to do that. Real quick. Length of this string. So we have 40 characters. So we can use grep to target only the strings that are contained of A to F and 0 to 9. This is the alphanumeric character set, and we need 40 digits, 40 characters from the hashes file. And just like that, we have those files. Let's redirect everything to hashes.txt. Perfect. We also had the admin folder. So if I go to that, it's redirecting to a Django administration page. Okay. So we need a username and a password. So why not try to crack some of these hashes and see if we can find a match. And if it's successful, then it means that we can authenticate probably to this Django administration portal. This is what we're going to do in the next video. Make sure to subscribe and hit the ring bell to receive the next video when it gets live. If you learned something new from this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next episode. As always, stay curious, keep learning, and go find some bugs.